Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We're at the 2K17s, as you already know. But today we're doing a tutorial on Invincible. As you can see right now, this is what we're going to be building today. It's so cool. I love that I built it. So I'm going to teach you guys how to build it today. This is our first tutorial. So let's get into what we're going to need. Light blue concrete, cyan concrete, grey concrete, yellow terracotta, white terracotta, light grey terracotta, light grey concrete, and white concrete. That's all you're going to need for this video. So, here are the dimensions for this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 long by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. That is what you're going to need, and I want to get into the video. First of all, place cyan concrete all over your whole grid, as you can see I'm doing right now. Just left to right, right to left, just all over it. This is the first layer. And that's the first layer done. And now you're going to place 1 cyan concrete, 2 light blue concrete, 2 cyan concrete, 2 light blue concrete, and 1 cyan concrete. And to the back, we're going to place 1 cyan concrete, 2 light blue concrete, and 1 cyan concrete. Now, 2 light blue, 2 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 cyan. Then we go to the side, 2 light blue, and 1 cyan. And they're like his shoes done. So what you might want to do is you might want to fill in this little space here so that we can build upon it. So I just fill it in with light blue, you can fill it in with whatever, you can fill it with cyan, anything, it doesn't really matter, you're not going to see it anyway. And now we want to do 1 light blue concrete rim around it all, but like leaving the first layer open. As you can see them doing right now, do not place anything on the blocks in front, they're the shoes, they are supposed to come out. So that's one of the layers done. I'll do 2 cyan concrete in the middle, 2 on top of it, and 2 on top of it again with 2 to the left and 2 to the right. It's a very complicated pattern. That it's like a little T shape, and that's what you want. And we just want to fill the rest of it around it with light blue concrete, as you can see I'm doing right now. And then you want to go on top of all of this, and we want to place 1 block in on the first cyan concrete and light blue concrete, 1 next to it, 1 above it, and 1 to the left of it. So just a little like square. You're gonna do it on the other side as well. These are like little knees, and surround it with grey concrete, as you can see I'm doing right now, in all the space. And then that's like most of his legs done. We're like halfway to getting his legs done. We're gonna place 3 grey concrete going up. That's how high we're gonna build it. Just bring the grey all the way across, all of them 3 rows all the way up. And I missed a block, but there we go. And they are his legs done. We just need to go around him now and fill the rest of him in. So it's literally just light blue and grey. So if you just follow what we're having on the front, you're not really doing like the patterns or anything. It's literally just light blue and grey, as you can see I'm doing right now. So it's 3 layers of light blue and 6 layers of grey. So I'm just doing this really quick, and as I am building this, I am going to take the time to tell you that this is our first tutorial and we're going to be building so much more. So this might be a little bit of a rocky tutorial. It's our first obviously, but we hope that it goes better in the future, and we hope to build more builds. So you can also fill in this part of the legs, because, you know, whatever, just to cap it off, and that's his legs done, that's Invincible's legs done. So we're going to move on to the body and then do the arms after. Okay, so if you come back over, we want to do 2 rows of grey concrete. So we're going to work on the front first, so you're going to do 2 rows of grey concrete, and then we're going to do 3 grey concrete on each side, so 1, 2, 3, and on the side 1, 2, 3, with yellow concrete in the middle. As you can see, Callum joined. And then we need to do, to the right of it, we need to just do 4. So in the middle sort of spaces, 2 grey concrete on the left, 2 grey concrete on the right. Alright, 2 grey concrete, 1 yellow terracotta, 2 yellow concrete, 1 yellow terracotta, and 2 grey concrete. That's that layer done. Now on to the next layer, we need to do 2 grey concrete again. We need to do 1 yellow concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, 1 yellow concrete, and 2 grey concrete. We're building his abs, his very big abs. Alright, 2 grey, 4 yellow, and another 2 grey just to top it off. This is like half of his body done. The next layer, we're going to do 1 grey concrete, 1 yellow concrete, 4 yellow terracotta, 1 yellow concrete, and 1 grey concrete. Alright, next layer, we want to add 1 light blue concrete, 2 yellow concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, 2 yellow concrete, and a light blue concrete. And then the next layer, we want to add 1 light blue concrete, 1 yellow, 4 light blues, 1 yellow concrete, and then 1 light blue concrete. Alright, and now the next layer is 2 light blue concrete, 4 yellow concrete, and then 2 more light blue concrete, and that should be that layer done. And now we're going to be going on to the final layer, which is 1 light blue concrete, 1 yellow concrete, 4 yellow terracotta, 1 yellow concrete, and 1 light blue concrete, and that is the front part of his chest done. And now we need to do his arms, and then fill them all in, and then his head. It's really easy now. So what we're going to do is we want to come down to his like abs part. We want to go to this block right here. Obviously we haven't built any behind it. 1 white terracotta. We're going to put 3 yellow concrete, and then on top of this layer we want to do 2 yellow concrete, 1 white terracotta, and 1 light grey terracotta. This is his hand. Full line of yellow concrete, another full line of yellow concrete, and then 3, and then 2. And then we're doing like a little yellow terracotta there. It's just like a little pattern. I can't really explain that, but like an upside down L. Now 1 line of grey, a second line of grey, and then leave 1 block on each side and do 2 in the middle, and then fill the rest in with light blue concrete. And that will be the front part of his arm done. And you just got to do the exact same thing on the other side, but if you don't know how to do it, I'm still going to teach you through it. So it's 1 white terracotta, 3 yellow concrete, 2 yellow concrete, and then 1 white terracotta, 1 white terracotta, and then light grey terracotta. And then we're going to do 1 line of yellow concrete, and a line of yellow concrete, and then this 1 row coming in once and twice, and then do this little upside down L. And now we need to do 2 rows of grey concrete, this 1 on either side, and then I need to just fill the whole rest of it in with light blue concrete, and then I'm done with this side of the arm. So that's how his body's like looking out. We just need to, you know, pick him up on the back and build him up and stuff, and I'm going to be onto the head, and then we're done. It's actually moving quite smoothly and fast, this tutorial. So we want to do a whole line of yellow concrete, a whole line of yellow concrete, and again, it's essentially just like copying the colours on the front and doing it on the back. So I'm just building up the yellow concrete, as you can see, and now we're going to switch to grey. It's kind of just a soul scheme thing. I want to miss 1 on either side, you know, like we did on the front. It's basically just what we did on the front, but without like, I don't know, it's just what we did on the front, honestly. So that's his side of his arm done. I'm going to do it on the other side, the exact same thing that we did on that side, we're doing it on this side. So we just fill on the back, and then just build it all the way up. This, and then change to grey, and then obviously on the third one, we skip 1 in, and do like blue. Yeah, all the way up, and then fill in the top. Yeah, and now we're on to the back. What we're going to do to do the back and both the arms. So, what we want to do is we want to go down, and we actually want to change this one to white terracotta. I do not know why I destroyed that one. And then we want to put light grey terracotta and white terracotta. Basically what we did on the front, but on the back for the arm. Don't carry yourself away and do the chest. It's not the same with the chest. It's also, I'm pretty sure there's like slight differences with the arms, but don't get carried away. But let's just copy what you did on the front, on the back for each arm, as I'm doing right now. So I'm filling all this up with yellow terracotta, oh god, concrete I mean. And then the upside down L, I'm confusing myself, and then grey, and then light blue concrete. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial though, but there we go, there is the arms done. And now we're going to be going on to the chest. The chest, it is mostly just grey and blue, but it's got like different patterns on. Like right here, I've actually forgot something. I need to add grey there, and I also need to do that on the front end sec, so just watch out for that. Now bring up the grey all the way up to the last yellow layer, so you'll see what I mean, all the way up to there, and then we stop there before we hit grey. And we want to do like an L this side and then an L on the other side, but like an inverted L. And then we literally just want to fill the rest of this in with like blue, but see, it's a little bit different on the back compared to the front. But we're going to fill all this in with light blue except for the top right here. See, you want to do 1 on the left and 1 on the right, so do it like that. And then what we want to do is we need to add 1 more light blue concrete on the left and on the right, and then cyan concrete to the left and right on the top layer, right there and there. And we're going to place 1 yellow terracotta next to it, as well as on the other side. And I'm going to fill the rest in with yellow, as you can see I've done right there. Now, if you want to add a little bit more detail to his suit, you could add these cyan concrete there and there, as well as on the other side there and there. And you could also do that on the front if you'd like, which is what I'm going to show you where they are right now. It's in the exact same spots, 1 there. And this, see, it actually needs to be grey there, which is why I'm kind of panicking. So there's the grey, and also on the other side, and then we need to put the cyan concrete. I am dying. and then one right there. And that's him like complete, but obviously if you want to fill in the top of the place like we did before, fill it in, as you can see I'm doing right now, with light blue on the sides and yellow in the middle. Again, no one's going to see this, but it will help when we do the head. You'll be able to see where I place it. So now we're onto the head. Let's do that. So we're going to go to this one light blue here. I'm going to place 3 yellow concrete coming out, as well as on the other side. And then fill in these 2 out layers with white terracotta, because this is part of his face. Now we're going to come to the back, and you want to bring the yellow all the way back, not yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, and you want to overhang it by 2. But first you want to fill it all in if you want to, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then we need to overhang it by 2, so bring it back by 2 rows, so it's an 8x8 square, as you can see there. And now we're going to be starting the face, so it's 1 yellow concrete, 2 white terracotta, 2 light grey terracotta, 2 white terracotta, and 1 yellow concrete. Now it's 1 yellow concrete, a whole line of white terracotta, and another yellow concrete. And then on top of it, we basically just want to do the same. And then we've got 2 more layers on top of this layer, which consists of just 2 rows of yellow concrete. So that's the front of his face done. And now we're going to do his eyes, and then the back of his head, and then his hair. So his eyes are in this position. So if you go to like the left of the head, it's below the first row. You're going to do 2 light grey concrete for underneath it, and a white. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of the head. So 3, 2, and then a white. And that's his eyes done, that's his face. We just need to do his hair and the back of his head, and then we're finished with this tutorial. So you want to bring the yellow all the way around, just all the way around, fill the whole of the head in with yellow, and then we are onto the hair. So, but this tutorial has been really cool to film and stuff, and I'm also glad that we're doing tutorials now. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this one, because this Invincible statue, was not easy to build, but we powered through, we did it. So now we're going on to the hair. The hair is a really tricky part of the whole statue now. So you want to do 2 grey concrete on top of this, his eye. And then we want to put like a whole row on top of it, spread on the head. So like that, like a long T. And then you want to miss 1 on each side, like that. And then we want to go to the side, and we want to build 1 in and 1 out, and bring it all the way across. We also want to do that onto the other side, because it's like mirrored, but it's, you know what I mean, it's the same. And we want to place 1 block on this little diagonal that we did there, as well as on the other side. And then we want to build up another row behind this already row that we see. So we want to do like another diagonal and bring it across like that. That's how the front of his hair is going to look. But now we just need to do the side, because it's really tricky. We want to put another diagonal behind this one. So if you look at what I'm doing right now, we're doing this and this. It is on that row, and then a diagonal next to it. So number 1, miss 1, diagonal, and then 1 above it. Like that. And you're going to bring this all the way across, missing 1 on the end as well. Also, we want to do this on the other side. And then, now what we want to do is we want to bring all of this back. Like I'm showing you right now. So then we're going to fix on the back, and then we're going to be done. So just pull all of this grey concrete all the way back to the lines that we just made though, right there. And then what we want to do is, we want to do what we did basically on the front, but also on the back. But it's not exactly how it is on the front. So we want to do 1 in, and then 1 up, 1 in, 1 up, like a little L shape there, okay? And then we want to bring this one out and overhang it. And you miss 1 on the edges and do that, and then just fill in the top. And then that is Invincible done. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I really hope that you tune in for more tutorials. I'm sorry if this was hard to follow. I promise it will be better in the future. I wish you all the best day, and I hope your builds went well. So here is a last little overview of Invincible, and I will see you all later. Bye!